just to get in $14,000.
Oh.
And that's just for game 3. You get later in the series, game 4, it's almost 20.
Oh, goodness.
So,
well, the celebs are going to pay for it.
Yep. Like the Jenners and their Kardashians who only show up just for the ESPN commentators when they do the Celebrity Road. It'd be like, and so-and-so is here. And so-and-so is here, sitting next to Timothy Chalamet. But he is a true Knicks fan, though. He does come to a lot of games.
Yeah.
So, and Tracy Morgan and Spike Lee, Ben Stiller.
Yeah. So, a quick question for you, because this is the first show since Game 7. What was your thoughts on Game 7? That was an awesome game. Super happy that the Spurs won. What was your thoughts on the conference finals, Game 7?
To be honest with you, I don't have a ton of thoughts.
Okay.
Just because it was last Saturday, the same day as the baseball and softball.
Oh, yeah, so you were doing that. Yeah.
So I got home at halftime.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was a great game.
Yeah. And very happy for the Spurs organization. And I really like Victor Wembanyama and like everything.
Vicar?
I said Victor. They said, well, okay, I can't speak sometimes. I'm sorry. But with him, like he's that star that I think the NBA needs. And he's just so good in his press conferences and really thought out answers and stuff like that. Like, I think he's definitely going to be the star of the future.
I hope so, because we've shared how I feel about SGA and the Thunder.
Yeah, I think SGA right now is the villain of the NBA. I really do.
Yeah.
And I think Big Vic is he's kind of the turning into the face, even though I still think the best player in the NBA right now is still Jokic, but you can make an argument those three. I still think so.
No, I think after this playoff run, I'd give it to Victor.
Yeah, I mean, you could, though. That was kind of what my argument was going to turn into, is that, like, I think he is going to be, especially if they win this year. But the nice thing is, like, from coaching to the players to everything, I really like this Spurs team. And I think they go all the way, and I think it was advantageous for them to go to 7 compared to the Knicks, who have just been sitting at home this entire time. I think Game 1's going to be a rude awakening for them, because I saw your boy, Kenny Smith, talking about Victor Wembanyama, and he's just like,
my boy.
Yeah, he's your boy. You can't prepare for anything like that.
I don't even like people from New York. I don't know what you're talking about.
You like Kenny the Jet.
They think they're the best thing since sliced bread.
But with him, it's like you can't prepare for him. So I think it's going to be very tough for the Knicks going into Game 1 to be prepared for a guy like him. Because you can have a guy act like he's SGA, but you can't have a guy act like he's 7'4" and can shoot threes and block every shot.
Well, and the Knicks have had more time off.
They have, and I think that's going to be a bad thing for them. And I think at least
you
Game 1,
have to keep momentum going to a certain extent, but that's not going to happen for them.
I mean, I truly believe, and I don't know what you're going to think about this, but I truly believe they're going to be down 2-0, the Knicks.
I can believe that. I will take the Spurs in 6 games.
I'll take the Spurs in 5.
5?
I'll take Spurs in 5.
Well, gentleman's sweep.
I think they'll go up 2-0, they'll lose Game 3, and then they'll win the next 2.
All right, so they're going to walk out of Game 4 breaking the hearts of the Madison Square Garden fans.
I'll love it. And I'll love every minute
I'll love
of it.
every second
That's
of it.
right.
Because they're the same as Cowboys fans.
Yep. So that's why it's fun to hate on them.
Exactly. Stanley Cup playoffs begin tonight, Tuesday night, also on ABC. Vegas is at Carolina for the first 2 games. And you did not expect Vegas to get out of the West Series. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, it was Vegas and Carolina, or Vegas and Colorado, and I liked both of those teams. It was just, and what I said previously was whatever team leaves that wins that conference final will win it all. So I think Vegas will win, but this will go 7. I think I've started to look more at Carolina. I really like that team, but I think it's going to be a tight series, 6 or 7 games, I would say.
I will take Vegas in 7.
Okay. Then I'll take them in 6, just to make it interesting.
Okay. And the Detroit Tigers are 1-0 in the month of June. New month, new me?
Yep.
Question mark.
Hey, I mean, with Torres
You got
coming
Gary
back,
Carpenter back.
Yeah.
Torres is coming back.
yeah, and you hope some other guys and pitching staff start to come through, and it's
Maybe
it's
AJ
possible.
Hinch will actually switch up the lineup.
I hope
Because
so.
clearly the lineup now ain't working.
Well, I think Torres coming back is going to be a big help. I really do, because that's a guy that can get on base, and that's what we need. And I mean, we had no problem with it last night, but it hasn't looked like that since. So
Yeah, they won at Tampa 10-9 on Monday. So Monday through Wednesday, they're at Tampa. Maybe it's them playing indoors is their good luck charm.
get a retractable roof on Comerica Park. No, I would hate that.
Yeah, I would too. And also, Illich is a cheap, you know what, and they
Yeah,
wouldn't spend the money on it. We're already not paying Tarek Skubal, and we're going to trade him before the deadline, so obviously he's cheap.
Stop reminding me of that, please.
And then the weekend, they are back at home against Seattle. Tough series against the Mariners.
Yep.
23-38, 11 games back of first in the American League Central.
Get ready for the surge. We're gonna go out and win a bunch of baseball games, and we're gonna be talking about how they're like 5 games back at the Central in no time. Trust me.
Put me to bed.
No, still got the All-Star break. We're still far away from that. We still got some time. Let's get cooking.
Not really. We're 4 weeks from the All-Star break.
4 weeks. That's a lot of games in 4 weeks, man.
They are tied for the worst record in Major League Baseball with the Angels and Rockies. How do you feel about your optimism?
Why did you have to ask
You're
me
always
that?
way too optimistic. And now that you see that we have the same record as the Rockies and the Angels,
There's been a lot of teams that have been able to come back from worse.
even the Nationals are doing better right now than the Tigers.
There's a lot of teams that have done worse and have gone and won it all. So I'm still looking forward to our postseason run. That's all I'll say.
Nope.
We're gonna get everything put together, and we're gonna get some dubs.
Keep dreaming.
I will.
Yep.
I will keep dreaming, and those dreams will become a reality in short time.
In your Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show.
Oh, my Diamond
become
Dynasty is pretty
realistic.
nasty. I'll tell
It
you
is?
that. It's a pretty nasty team. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope that goes better than the real life baseball.
It is so far. I have a better win percentage than the actual Tigers. I'll tell you that.
Tarek Skubal is on track to begin rehab assignments finally. Possibly this coming Saturday, June 6th, he'll have an assignment with AAA Toledo.
Good.
He did 4 innings of a simulated game on Monday. And AJ Hinch confirmed on MLB Network Radio that Gleyber Torres will be activated from the injured list before Tuesday's game.
See, everything's coming together, David. You're just being pessimistic. Everything's coming together, man.
No, I'm not positive whatsoever. Shut the season down.
No.
Skubal will be gone. Verlander's not coming back. He should retire.
I'm going to take credit for everything when the Tigers start doing well again. I'm going to take credit for it all.
Okay.
Book it.
Okay, you're not going to hurt my
When
feelings.
the Tigers are four games out of the Central at the All-Star break, you're going to be like, oh, man, they're playing real good baseball. Like, see, I told you.
Keep dreaming.
I will.
When we come back, NFL news. A couple of big trades happened early this week. One huge blockbuster trade with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, big shocker.
And on this day in sports history, I get a lot of baseball on here, including 2010.
Oh, I know. You could just say the year, and that's what I think of. That's the first thing I think of when I hear that year. Is that bad?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't have happened anyways.
Yeah, it should not have. And I have something to say about it. I will die on that hill.
All right. We will get to that when we come back here on JTV. Don't go anywhere.
At Insurance Circle Agency, we believe in personal connections. We specialize in a consultative approach where we'll take the time to know your name and your unique story. This allows us to provide you with a top-notch boutique experience with policies tailored specifically for you and your business. Taking this approach allows us to ensure you have the right package to fit your unique needs. Your peace of mind is our priority. Get in touch with Insurance Circle Agency today, where we'll know your name.
Looking for top-notch care and a friendly smile? At Neighborhood Cleaners, we'll know your name and treat you like family. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, we're your trusted spot in Jackson for everything from everyday buy at 3220 Wildwood Avenue in Jackson, next to the Jackson Airport. Or give us a call at 517-782-4704. Neighborhood Cleaners, small town service, big time quality.
At the YMCA, our mission is centered on building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. As a nonprofit, our annual Strong Communities campaign is vital. Your support provides life-saving swim lessons, unforgettable camp experiences, and youth sports that teach teamwork and character. It also makes possible programs like Rock Steady Boxing for those living with Parkinson's disease. With your help, we're expanding opportunities for at-risk teens, families, and seniors, and preparing to launch expanded adaptive sports programs. Every gift directly impacts lives here in our community. Together, let's create a healthier, more connected future for everyone. The YMCA, for a better us.
All right, welcome back here on JTV. Again, thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency, myinsuranccircle.com. In some NFL news, Russell Wilson, who we thought was going to be on the Jets roster, apparently is set to join CBS. He is going to be replacing Matt Ryan on the studio crew at the NFL today.
I bet you'll be pretty good on that.
Well, it doesn't matter if he'll be good on there or not. It's still better than playing for the Jets.
That's right. That's what we took from that.
Huge blockbuster trade yesterday. The Rams traded Jared Verse and a 2027 first-round pick for Myles Garrett. The Browns came out and said if Jared Verse wasn't in this, they weren't going to do the trade.
Well, they're probably trying to look to get something back. You know what I mean? Like, they're not looking to just get futures. They need to get a star. And he's a star, not Myles Garrett, but they knew they had to get something to fill that hole. And the Rams were willing to trade for one of the best ever. So it's good on them. And I think that makes the Rams look very scary and we talked about this before, makes that first-round pick even more bizarre that the Rams had. Because you could have gotten another guy that could have helped right now if this Myles Garrett trade was in the works. Who knows? It might not have been. But if it was in the works, it's like, why didn't you try to help your team right now to win this year instead of looking towards 3 years in the future?
Well, and I think we had talked about this yesterday. I think they're trying to... Because when they drafted Ty Simpson, we said after the draft, the Rams know something that the rest of us in the world don't. Maybe Stafford's done after this year.
Right.
That's why they went out and drafted Ty Simpson. So they get Myles Garrett. They want to have a Peyton Manning type situation where they load up the defense, try to get Stafford one more ring.
Yeah.
A ring before he retires.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it both ways because, like I said previously when we talked about this after the draft, that, like, if you want to still have Stafford on the team to mentor this quarterback because he is such a good mentor, but at the same time, it's like, help your team out right now. So, but this 100% does help the team out right now. They are going to be very scary. Could you imagine what this team would have looked like if Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett were on the same line?
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. The Eagles traded wide receiver A.J. Brown to New England for 2 picks. We knew at some point he was going to be gone. He was talking bad about his own team the whole year last year.
Yeah, and it was all.
And he was crying that he didn't get the ball. But that's okay. You have Saquon Barkley on your team.
Yeah, and they drafted Malachi Lemon. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they drafted him, and then when they took him, it was kind of like, okay, we know what's going on now. Like for sure, AJ Brown's gone.
And this is the biggest shock out of all of them. The New York Football Giants. This is not about Jackson Dart.
Yep.
OBJ is back in New York.
And nothing's going to happen. Like, it's not like he's going to come out and ball out. Cut to him having like a 1,000-yard season and 15 touchdowns.
Well, Jackson Dart is solid.
Yeah.
You got Cam Scatabo back, from the injury. Malik Neighbors will be back from injury.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they still have Wandale Robinson.
Yep, you've got Lawrence on the defense.
Yeah, they're looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know that they're trending up, and they're the better team in New York.
By far.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Jets are going anywhere.
Because like every I was thinking about this the other night, like all the New York teams, if you think of like baseball, it's definitely the Yankees have New York over the Mets. And then same thing with basketball, it's definitely the Knicks. And hockey, it's definitely the Rangers over the Islanders. But with football, is it the Giants? I would assume it's the Giants, but that's kind of, to me, that's like almost the closest it can be of all the other sports.
I mean, I would say so. The Jets haven't done anything since they made the playoffs in, 2013?
But it's so funny that, like, every time that it's, like, a New York team, it's like one of the teams is not great and the other team usually has better success. It's just funny that it's like you don't really see, like, a place like New York that has two good teams all the time. Like everybody.
The Mets should be good.
Yeah, they should be with their team, but they're not.
Right.
But even the years that the Mets are pretty good, the Yankees are still pretty good, and it's still the Yankees state.
Yeah. Right. I mean, this move won't improve anything.
No, it
for
won't.
The Giants. The number of wins they'll have this year won't increase because he's on the team.
Do you think they are good enough to be second or third in their in the East?
Let's see. You got Cowboys, Philly, Washington.
Can they be better than Washington? Because right now I'm thinking they're 3 and 4. There's something in that range. Because I don't think they're going to be better than the Cowboys.
And Washington had a good year 2 years ago. I beat the Lions. That's still hilarious to me. Made the NFC Championship. And then last year they won, 3 games? It was bad.
Yeah.
With essentially the same roster. I know there were some injuries, but same roster.
Yeah.
No, just because I still think Washington can be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't lose any potential to be any worse.
Yeah, they have the talent. So, I mean, you could still be looking at a team that's fourth, and they have some good guys on their team.
Yeah, I still think they finished last in the division.
That's crazy.
All right, let's wrap up. Well, actually, we have a game, but
yes.
This day in sports history.
Yeah, let's do that first.
1935, going to the way back machine here. Future Baseball Hall of Famer at the time, Babe Ruth announced his retirement at 40 years of age.
Yeah, did you ever hear the story about that real quick, about his retirement, how kind of weird it was?
No.
So he really wanted to be a manager. He really wanted to manage a team. But a lot of people that at the time were thinking like, he's gotten in trouble with umpires and personality things and stuff like that. So it's probably not going to work out, but they didn't want to tell him. Well, finally, the New York Yankees were like, yeah, we're not going to make you a manager eventually. So he goes to Boston, not the Red Sox, but the Boston Braves at the time, only because they said, play with us for a year, and then you'll become a manager afterwards, with no intention on making him a manager afterwards. They're like, our team's struggling, so if we put Babe Ruth out there, fans are going to show up. And they kind of promised it to him, and he never, I think they said, like, I think it was his daughter said, like, he would always sit by the phone and wait for the call, and nobody ever called him to become a manager for a team. And I think he probably would have been a great manager. for a team.
It's Babe Ruth.
Yeah, especially one of the lesser teams, and I think that would have helped.
Greatest baseball player of all time.
You can argue that, man. You can really argue that. And I think with his experience in pitching and batting, I think it would have really helped a team. But and then I think he got throat cancer later on, and then he eventually passed away. But yeah, one of the greatest players ever. Got to watch documentaries on him. He's just a fascinating American figure.
I imagine there's plenty of documentaries on him out there.
The Ken Burns Baseball, that 10-part series, they touch on him a lot. It's very, very good. Highly recommend it, but you got to have a lot of time to watch it.
1941, another New York legend, Lou Gehrig, died in New York of the degenerative disease ALS.
Yeah, now bears his name.
Yep. So today, every year on June 2nd is Lou Gehrig Day.
Yep, and good for, he was one of the greatest players of all time. I've read a lot of books on Lou Gehrig, and that's another guy that's interesting because he's kind of polar opposite of Babe Ruth, but he was either the best or the second best player throughout his entire career. And his final game where he had to take himself out after playing in, 2,130 straight games, Tiger Stadium was his first game that he sat out. Yeah, because he knew he was batting like 191, and they knew like something's not right. And that's when he then went to the doctor afterwards and found out what he had.
1987. This is all baseball today. It was not intentional. 1987, the Mariners draft Ken Griffey Jr. with the number 1 overall pick.
Talk about one of the greatest to ever play the game. Ken Griffey, man. He was just unreal. You got to watch his highlights if you haven't seen a bunch of his highlight film, because he was how we saw prime Mike Trout was how he was for 80% of his career.
And another Seattle Mariner thing, 1990, Randy Johnson had the first no-hitter in Mariner history.
Randy Johnson is my favorite pitcher of all time that isn't a Tiger. He was just unreal. Like, as a kid watching him, because, like, when I started watching baseball was like in the early 2000s, so it was when he was on the Diamondbacks. Seeing somebody that was like near 7 feet tall and just looked scary as all get out, like it was fun to watch him pitch. And I know he had no hitter with Seattle, and then I'm pretty sure in 2002 he had a perfect game with Arizona. I watched that relatively recently. He was unreal. You know why he was a lot of people say he was so good is because how tall he was. He had that extra stride to get to the plate, so that ball felt like it was coming at him way faster than it actually was out of like a similar, arm angle or somebody who was shorter. So interesting.
And last but not least.
Oh, no.
2010.
This was a dark day. This was when this
happened. People will still start fires over this.
I will. And here, you announce it, and I'll tell you what I think should happen.
Okay. 2010, Armando Galarraga's perfect game, almost perfect game.
It's a perfect game.
Against Cleveland. Umpire Jim Joyce with an incorrect call about an out or safe at first base.
I'll never forget the call from...
Still the worst call by an official ever.
It's the worst. It's not just the worst call in baseball history. And this is me not piling on Jim Joyce because he's had it enough. And I'm not blaming Jim Joyce.
Oh, he can continue to have it.
I'm not blaming Jim Joyce at all. And I'll explain. But Mario Mpemba had the perfect capper to that game where he said, I've never been so upset after a Tigers win ever. And it's true. Yeah. It's true because it was the same feeling. It was just like, I can't imagine if you were at the ballpark to witness that. But here's my thing. Jim Joyce made the wrong call. Of course he did. And he knew the second he went in and watched the replay, he knew that he messed it up. I am blaming Major League Baseball because it was the last play, second to last play, but it was the last play. Nothing else happened. You can overturn that and add him to the record books. And they still refuse to do it for some reason. And Manfred, his whole thing is, well, it kind of opens up Pandora's box because eventually people are going to say, well, why can't you then fix this game and fix this thing like in the 1800s where this happened? No, we're talking about a perfect game that was perfect, that if it happened today, it would have been the quickest challenge in baseball history. They wouldn't have had to look at it twice. So that needs to be reversed. He needs to be added to the record books. He deserves to have that perfect game. And Jim Joyce is also the guy that's championing that says that this has to be reversed. He said at the time, whatever I have to do to reverse this, if you want me to never umpire a game of baseball again, I will. And they said no. And they still continue to this day say no. There was a college class somewhere that made an entire thing that was like, this is why this needs to be overturned. And they sent it to Rob Manfred, and they did all this research and everything. And he pretty much just looked at it and said, well, thanks for doing this, but we're not going to overturn it. And it's just like, man, there's a great E60 on this that you should watch.
Oh, there is?
Very good. Yeah. Where they interview Galarraga, Jim Joyce, Manfred, and then they interview that class that went through everything to figure out how, like, yeah, this should be overturned. There's nothing it's going to impact. There's nothing it's going to impact. It's going to impact one put out in that game. And I think I'm willing to sacrifice a single put out in somebody's career and give this guy a perfect game.
Yeah, and you brought up what Manfred said, it's going to open a Pandora's box, blah, blah, blah. Not in this case, it won't.
No.
Because it's clearly, it's clear as day.
We have footage of this. Like, we have footage from multiple angles. Like, if this would have happened today, it would be no problem. But I will say, this is what spurred on. You have to have replay review. So that is the only good thing that has come from this, is that we now have replay review pretty much because of
There's no Pandora's box in that kind of clear situation.
No, not when it's the last play. If it was like in the ninth inning and no outs in the ninth inning and something got screwed up, then you can be like, well, you kind of change how you bat now that that's over, so you can't really say this was the final play. So something needs to be done, and it can't be what I perceive as will be a Pete Rose situation that now that he's passed, they're going to put him in. They should have put him in before that into the Hall of Fame. Same thing with this. I don't want these guys to be gone, and in 50 years down the road, they say, you know what, we are going to make this perfect game. No, Galarraga and Jim Joyce need to be able to have this right now.
Yes, absolutely.
You can see I'm still heated about it, and this happened a decade and a half ago.
Oh, and I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for a little game here before we go. Adam's been on a roll with his creative ideas.
Yeah.
He's been cooking some stuff up. What do you got today?
So this is going to be a challenge. So next show, you'll be giving me the quiz, but we're going to play some age golf. So I'm going to give you a player's name, and you're going to have to tell me their age, and it will be...
I will be a lot better at this than regular golf.
The difference, so if you say somebody's 41 and they're actually 39, then your score will be 2, and it's all about having the lowest score like in golf. So we're going to be on the front nines. We're going to do 9 names, and you're going to have to tell me what age you think they are. So
do we have any music for this?
Yes, we do. And it's added in post.
Okay.
So you have it.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I should have requested music.
No, that's
earlier.
fine. Future Adam's got it covered. All right, we're going to start with probably an easy one. First hole, LeBron James.
He is 42.
He is 41. So that is 1. Can't do much better than that. That's a great start.
All right.
Next one, we're going to be doing Shohei Ohtani.
See, and people forget because he's only been a big name in the MLB.
He had a career in Japan.
Right, I was going to say he's had a career in Japan, but because he's only had a huge career in the MLB for the last couple of years, people think he's really young. He's not. I'm going to say 31.
31! That is a 0.
I can read lips, and I know people's ages.
Man, this is just unbelievable. Okay, we'll go a little bit different here. Max Scherzer, Mad Max. He's got 1 point through 2 holes right now.
39?
Okay, he's 43, so that one was a little bit... Yeah, I was surprised. I forgot how old he is. So
wow, and he's still pitching.
And he's still pitching. Can you believe it? But you still got 5?
I didn't say he was good. He's still on a team.
What about J.J. Watt?
Ooh. He didn't play a long time in the NFL.
This one to me was a little bit tougher, just because it's like whenever you have like a defensive player or an offensive lineman that retire early, it's kind of hard to gauge.
I'm gonna say 37.
He is 37 years old. Unbelievable. David, why are you so good at this? That's so crazy. All right.
That's just what I do.
Yeah.
Is win.
It is. All right. You mentioned him earlier. We'll just go Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is 39.
You were very close. 37. Another 37-year-old. That's weird to think he's the same age as J.J. Watt. So that's only 2. So that's a you're doing really good, dude.
All right.
We're gonna go to the hockey world.
Oh no.
Alex Ovechkin. Alex Oven Chicken. Who do you got for Alex Ovechkin?
The great one. I don't think that's what
that's Wayne Gretzky. Yeah. And I do not have him on the list, but Alex Ovechkin. I'm trying to keep it to current players. I'm trying to keep it to current guys.
Ovechkin is 43.
You said 43. He is 40. So that's still good. That's still close.
If you look at him, he looks like he's older than 40.
Yeah. How about Derrick Henry? Good old Derrick Henry.
33.
Whoa, he's 32. So you're only 1 off with that. All right. How about, we'll go back to baseball. Aaron Judge. You only have 2 left, this one and 1 more. So you got to come in clutch here.
30.
This, out of all the guys, is the one I was the most surprised with. 34. 34. Because I was going to say 31 when I first
Aaron
did this.
Judge is 34?
34. And you said 30, so that's just 4 off.
Wow. I'm getting a lot worse as we go.
No, you've only had 2 4s and 1 3. You've been doing really good. So the final one.
Bogey golf, baby.
Yeah, that's right. The final
Better than
one.
real life.
We'll go, because I don't want to give you a super, super easy one.
Oh, it's okay.
But we'll give you Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak for your final one, your final hole.
The Freak from Greek is 30. Oh, man, I got to come in clutch here.
It's going to be a big one. You get this.
33.
31. So that's just 2 off. That's not bad. Somebody tally up the scores here.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Make sure your math is right.
All right, tallied it up. 17. You had 17 points.
All right.
Not bad, dude. Not bad. You had a couple. The ones that were the trickiest was Aaron Judge and Max Scherzer. Those are the toughest ones. Other than that, dude, you dominated. And if I have to do this next week, I might be in trouble.
We will be doing this next week.
Well, I will see if I can do better than 17, but 17 with 9 names, that's not bad.
I'm gonna pull some deep names out for you.
Wow. I will say this. We can eventually do one that's retired, players that are retired, but right now let's keep it current guys because because it'll be a lot harder. That's why I want to do this one first. It'll be a lot harder when it's like Michael Jordan because it's just like, at least now you can kind of factor in like one name I was going to say was like Travis Kelce. Like you can kind of know like, all right, it's towards the end of his career. So it's probably like mid to late 30s. So you can like narrow it down. But when it's people like that, it's going to be a little bit tougher. So, we'll see who wins.
Thought I did spectacular.
You did great. Second time that you've done a really good job, and we'll see if I can get any closer.
Yeah, I did really well at the white noise thing.
Dude, you were really good at that, and I just cannot believe how bad
And you
it
and
was.
Austin still believe I can hear your questions.
No, I don't know about that. I just think that I might enunciate better than you. Because I was looking at you and I could barely see what you were saying.
You were like, huh?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was
what?
it was so tough. It was so tough.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
Yep.
Thank you very much for that game. Your creative mind has been flowing
I've been trying.
Last couple of shows. I do appreciate it.
One thing we should do, media days, we need to try to see if we can have some of these players that we interview play some of these games and see how they do.
I like that.
Because I think a lot of people will notice that it's not as easy as it looks. You're making it look easy, but...
Well, I'm just smart. You know?
Okay, let's wrap up now.
That's all. You know, we do football questions at Media Day, something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll have the final high school sports update next week on the show. So have a great rest of your week.
Churros on the house.
Welcome to the David Rice Show, your dynamic source for all things Jackson sports. From high school games to the Spartans and Wolverines, we're covering it all. NFL highlights, area golf tournaments.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Oh, I should turn the music off.
Another beautiful day.
It is. It's perfect out right now. Beautiful day to walk around downtown Jackson, maybe with a cup of coffee from Cafe Fuel.
There you go.
It's a great way to start your day.
59 right now.
Beautiful.
So the weather for the weekend, here's what we have. Today, it's going to be very summer-like, sunny and 87. Tomorrow will be a nice day for most of the day. Showers will be moving in after 5 p.m. And the hope is that overnight and early Saturday morning, that will be the extent of the showers. And the forecast for Saturday becoming partly cloudy for the afternoon. So for the Firekeepers Casino 400 weekend, the race schedules for Friday should be fine. Saturday, they might have to move, slide the truck race a little bit later. And then Sunday is going to be beautiful. We'll have a cold front that moves through, so things will be a little cooler. It'll be clear, sunny, and beautiful for the race on Sunday. So for Art, Beer, and Wine, by the time that event starts at 2 o'clock, we should be just partly cloudy.
Yeah, this is probably the busiest weekend in Jackson all summer. Mm-hmm. And the Art, Beer, and Wine going on this weekend. MIS you mentioned. The Carp Carnival starts today. And I didn't know this, but they actually have a carp fishing contest that takes place. Mm-hmm.
Carp Carnival Queen.
There's a beautiful carp right there. They have amusement rides. It should be a great time. I
think Sherry Valkuchek was the Carp Carnival Queen one year.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently?
Probably. Yeah.
Very good.
And we've got Route Station kicking off the Cascades Rotary Bandshell Concert Series on Saturday night. The Kiwanis kickoff to the Splash Pad on Friday with pizza and ice cream.
Yeah, can you believe that? Every kid gets in free. They get pizza, ice cream, and even a bottled water. And thanks to the Kiwanis Club of Jackson, they also have a new water cannon feature. Thanks to the Kiwanis Club.
Oh, wow. Fun.
At the Splash Pad. So take advantage of your kids getting out of school early tomorrow and head over to the Cascades.
And we've got the Downtown Farmers Market on Friday, the new River and Rails Farmer Market on Saturday, and there's a new Farmers Market in Concord at Gottschall Park on Sunday
from 11 till 2.
Also on Sunday is the Sheriff's Office Open House, which is always a lot of fun. They're going to have ice cream sandwiches, hot dogs, and water, and you can even get in a foot race with a deputy. So
A reserve.
check that out. The reserves are faster, probably.
Oh yeah, that's why they do it. The
Yeah.
deputies, they assign the reserves to do the foot races.
I wouldn't want to get in a foot race with anyone from the sheriff department.
Actually, you know, the sheriff's department, they have a lot of athleticism. I witnessed it
Of course they
on
do.
the Heroes tournament.
Yes.
On Saturday night at Gus Macker. The state police won, but Henry Ford Health people did really well. Orthopedic Rehab came in second. The Sheriff's Department and Jackson Police Department and Blackman Leone Public Safety, they all did great. They have a lot of young guns on all three, all of the teams that competed. So, and they all had to play like 8 games. It was a round robin that lasted like 3 hours. So. Yeah.
What? Sorry, I'm hearing things from. My hearing is interesting.
Really?
It's like I can hear. My hearing might be too good,
It might be.
which I know you don't have that exact same issue.
Luckily, I'm not hearing all the things that you're hearing.
I think my hearing is too good. All right, let's get to some sports, shall we? Last night, game 1 of the NBA Finals, very exciting game. The highlight for me was the fan running onto the floor.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, yeah, guy ran right out during play.
Well, he sure got the selfie of a lifetime.
He did, and then he was promptly escorted out by 3 large men, and they ran him right out of the tunnel and took him straight to prison. What do you think?
They took his phone.
I do think they took his phone.
Yeah.
They
I
should have
think
taken
they
his
smashed
phone
his
and
phone.
wiped it. They should
What are
have
you
wiped it.
doing?
Well, he has this picture.
Yeah.
Is
It
he
was-
far enough away to get Wemby in the shot? Wemby's so tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.5 there.
That's crazy.
So the game eventually started. You know, it was supposed to start.
Yeah.
I mean, it took forever. I mean, the national anthem was like 10 minutes. But if you didn't stay up late to watch the conclusion, the Knicks won.
They did.
So they're now 1-0 in the finals over the San Antonio Spurs. Andy, this is the first time the Knicks have led the finals since they won Game 5 in the 1994 series, which also happened to be the same night that O.J. Simpson went for a ride.
Oh, big night.
Yes, in the white Bronco.
There's
That was Chase.
Al Cowlings behind the wheel, AC. There's really not much about this case that I don't know. If you go back and think about this chase, did they have enough police cars chasing him?
After the 10 you see there, why do the other back like 15 have to be there? I mean,
There were
why?
hundreds.
Yeah, I think they just want to be a part of it.
Yeah, it was quite the circus for
That
sure.
would have been a good night to commit a crime in Los Angeles because all the police.
Well, there were crimes committed. So
Saturday night in Jackson would have been a good time to commit a crime because all the police were playing basketball.
not all of them, but yes, you're right. Let's stick with sports. Last night in high school baseball, we had Concord. Unfortunately, their season ended to Hudson. Look at that tattoo right there. Very good. Congratulations to Concord on winning the district and having a fine season. Our very own Austin Curtis on the, would you call it the managerial staff or the coaching staff?
The bench.
Coach Curtis. I wonder what they call him, Coach Curtis. We should call him Coach Curtis. And yeah,
They call him Austin.
they call him Austin because he's young. But yeah, so they fell to Hudson 14-1. Over in Lansing, Lumen Christi ended Springport's season 6-0. And Lumen Christi will play Plymouth Christian. And this is the third postseason matchup between the Titans and Plymouth Christian. Girls basketball beat Plymouth Christian. Plymouth Christian girls soccer beat Lumen Christi. And now they will play in baseball. And should be a good matchup. And that is this Saturday. Another great year for Springport, and just fell a little bit short to the Titans last night. Tennis and golf this weekend. A lot of good golfers. Lumen Christie has a chance to win the state title. Bentley Kuhn and his Western squad have a great chance. If Bentley wins the state title, he could be named Mr. Golf. I think his season scoring average is 68 something, which is incredible. So good luck to all the athletes. Northwest has athletes competing, Jackson High, and a few other area teams.
Shout out my nephew Connor Bollinger's team upset the number 2 team in the state, New Boston, yesterday.
Very good.
They won.
Tecumseh,
So
they
they're
beat
playing
New
at Eastern
Boston
Michigan.
Huron. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. That baseball Bollinger
continuing.
pedigree.
Yep. Eastern Michigan next.
More sports news. Mika Sova named athletic director at Michigan Center.
She'll be great.
She will be great. Of course, we know Mika. She's been involved with East Jackson, Michigan Center over the years, and she will be a fantastic athletic director for the Cardinals.
Yeah, congratulations to Mika.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Tigers, they finished off a 3-game sweep of the Tampa Bay Rays with a 7-2 win yesterday. So how about that?
Great. Maybe we'll get back into the Tigers soon. So Nelly and Flo Rida will be performing after the Tigers game on June 19th, Friday, June 19th. So that should be a treat. Food Truck Tuesday begins next week. This is the first Food Truck Tuesday presented by the Jackson Area Food Truck Association. Of course, we had Tiki Sam and Junkyard Dog on yesterday. They're looking forward to it. I think they're both going to be at Art Beer and Wine this weekend as well. So
Yes.
great time here in downtown Jackson. Yesterday I was over at the Jackson Crossing for the Cascades Humane Society ribbon cutting. They have a new location. It was packed, absolutely packed. And I heard that there were some on-site adoptions. This will allow them to have about a dozen or so more animals, mostly kittens. It is kitten season. And the space generously helped out by a lot of our good friends, Todd Daisy at Lammers, Mark Konopacki at M&K Jetting, and of course you see the other sponsors there as well. So it was a good time.
Did you adopt an animal?
I did not. I have plenty. So, but it was a very good event. It's in the Target wing.
Nice. Speaking of animals, the Bangladesh Zoo is incredibly popular right now because they have a new animal, a buffalo, and they've named the buffalo Donald Trump.
Oh my God! Look at his hair.
Exactly.
Holy cow!
Yes. So crowds have been coming from all over the country since this buffalo, 1,500-pound buffalo, has been nicknamed Donald
That's
Trump.
a great head of hair for a buffalo.
So he is attracting tourists. They were originally the buffalo was slated for slaughter.
Is this in Bangladesh?
Bangladesh.
Are you sure this isn't artificial intelligence?
No, it's real.
Really?
It's according to the Associated Press.
Okay, well then it must be real.
Yep. And that is true. It's a real photo.
I mean, it looks like it looks fake.
Well, that's one of the things that we're proud of on JTV. There's no AI doctoring of the photos.
Okay.
Ever. Unless we were to say, here is a doctored AI
Okay,
photo.
could we see this one more time? It looks like there's product in the buffalo's hair.
They may have combed it, I don't know, but it's real. It's absolutely real. Yeah, go ahead, find it.
That looks great.
I stand by that.
So it was going to be slaughtered for food,
Yes,
and now it's going to be preserved for viewing.
yes, for viewing
Good.
at the zoo, at the National Zoo in Bangladesh.
That might be worth flying to Bangladesh to see in person.
True story.
Wow, very good. Hammond Hardware this weekend, they are celebrating their 70th anniversary right here in Jackson, and you can win, as you referred to it, a pallet of prizes.
It's true.
You can win the grand prize, but it's also their Napoleon Grills event this Friday and Saturday. So be sure to stop by Hammond Hardware on the corner of MLK and Prospect Street, right across the street from where Noah donates plasma.
Today is the Mighty Mile, and I know you participated in that before.
Holy cow, did I ever? You
Yeah.
reminded me last night that I did.
6:30 tonight at the middle school Parkside. There's a link to sign up at jtv.tv. It's for kids ages 5 to 14 to stay active, have fun, challenge yourselves, and get a medal, a t-shirt, and a backpack. So thanks to the Michigan Running Foundation and others for putting this on again this year.
Very fun event. Next weekend is the Rose Run. And there's a 10 mile, a 10K, a 5K, and a kids run. You can sign up, visit orsraceseries.com to sign up for that Jackson iconic race.
Also, the Odd Couple starts tonight at the Sauk in Jonesville. And after the Art Beer and Wine, there is an after party at Ogma Brewing Company downtown. So a lot of fun things to do this weekend.
Juneteenth is coming up in 2 weekends, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 18th through the 20th. And it should be good. There's a lot of different events. There's the employment fair on Thursday, the political panel discussion, which I'm interested because all 5 mayoral candidates are panelists in that. And that is Friday. And then on Saturday, downtown, there'll be some great entertainment, food, fun, vendors, and more. It should be a great event downtown Jackson. There's also a kids zone, kid-friendly event. And Brandon, they will have a petting zoo.
Love the petting zoo.
Love.
We have from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, a kindergarten graduation yesterday. A very nice kindergarten graduation. A fight broke out.
Oh, crap.
Yes. Yes. Parents at the kindergarten graduation got into a melee.
Oh, that's too
big
bad.
fight. Police had to be called to break it up. I don't know. They don't know anything more. The police say, well, everything was settled. There was a baby caught in the middle. Everybody's okay.
Someone stole someone's seat. I love stuff like this.
Also, on the blotter today from South Carolina, a cop got fired because he pulled a gun on a fellow cop in the break room because he was warming up some fish in the microwave and he didn't like the smell.
That seems
I don't
reasonable.
blame him
Yes.
for that.
Seems reasonable. He probably warned him, stop warming up the trout.
It's like Ben here when he brings the food
Yeah.
from home and it smells the whole.
Yeah. When Ben brings in that owl to eat, have you ever smelled that?
Ben burns stuff in the microwave. He thinks it's a burn-a-wave because
You can smell it all
anytime-
the way upstairs.
it's the air fryer.
Air fryer.
It's the
Well,
air
either
fryer.
way, I don't think you're supposed to eat owl.
What?
I don't think it's an owl.
It is an owl. He eats owl.
I'm not sure.
No, I am sure he's eaten owl.
Who's on the show today?
Oh, we have a great show lined up. We have Nate Nimps and Caitlin Wixon from the Center for Family Health, and we're going to be talking about their substance use disorder services right after this. Stay with us.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS Photo Galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
Smart homeowners know that proper maintenance of their home's AC can save a bundle in the long run. Trust our comfort specialists at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to keep your AC running strong. A proactive tune-up can actually help your AC run more efficiently and save you money on your electric bill. Call 855-1HOUR or visit onehourair.com. We won't leave you waiting. Sing it with me.
Always on time, or you don't pay in time. Always on time, or you don't pay in time.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
At Insurance Circle Agency, we believe in personal connections. We specialize in a consultative approach where we'll take the time to know your name and your unique story. This allows us to provide you with a top-notch boutique experience with policies tailored specifically for you and your business. Taking this approach allows us to ensure you have the right package to fit your unique needs. Your peace of mind is our priority. Get in touch with Insurance Circle Agency today, where we'll know your name.
At Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, local banking means more than just financial services. It's about trust and personal connections. Whether you need help with personal accounts or business solutions, our team is here to help you every step of the way. SMBT has been investing in Jackson and is here to serve. Visit them downtown at the 200 or check out their newest branch at the corner of Horton and Weatherwax in Summit Township. Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. Ready for better banking? Switch today.
Ready for the big plays, clutch moments, and hometown heroes? The Locker Room delivers the energy of Jackson area sports straight to your screen. Get the full rundown every week, from football and basketball to track, soccer, and beyond, complete with highlights, interviews, and all the local sports action you love. If it's happening on the field or on the court in Jackson, the Locker Room is covering it. Catch it weekly on JTV and online at jtv.tv.
You can see it in our smile. Service that is second to none. The kind of personal treatment you would expect from your own family. Brown's Advanced Care Pharmacy has been taking care of the Jackson community for nearly 60 years. Whether it's your prescriptions, medical supplies, hearing aids, or over-the-counter products, you're treated like one of our own. Because at Brown's Advanced Care Pharmacy, your health and well-being, it's a family thing. Brown's Advanced Care Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
Hi, I'm Mike Blair from Blair's Car Care, and this is my son Mike. On behalf of Blair's, we would like to thank you for 100 years of servicing your car needs. Thank you.
Blair's prides itself on the quality care we provide and the professional services we offer to our community. Whether it's simple or complex, Blair's will get your repairs done quickly and have you back on the road in no time. Call today and schedule an appointment at 517-782-8116.
Welcome back to the show. Our show today is brought to you by the Jackson YMCA, and now's a great time to join. It's also a great time to sign up for summer day camp, and there's still slots available. You don't need to be a member of the Y to take advantage of this. Visit jacksonymca.org. Next week begins the Michigan Theater Summer Kids Movie Series, and there's the lineup. And I think Brandon's seen all of these due to the age of his son. Although I have seen Captain Underpants. That is one that I have seen. That's an older one, and I remember watching that. Crudes is great as well. What's your favorite, Bart?
Boss Baby. It's the only one I've seen.
I have not seen that yet. I have not.
I think I'll go to some of them.
Very good. Yeah, that all starts next week. The $1 Summer Kids Movie Series at the Michigan Theater. Now's a great time to contact Lester Brothers for your summer project. You can contact them for a quote or visit lesterbros.com.
Our first guests on the show today are from the Center for Family Health. We have Support Services Manager Nate Nims and Behavioral Health Consultant Caitlin Wixon.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just saw Nate the other day. We were at the RX for Kids kickoff.
Yeah, that was a great event.
Yeah, it's pretty
thanks
cool.
for being there.
Have we had people already sign up for that?
I'm sure we have, yes. We've had a couple phone calls with questions, and we're helping folks get enrolled, yeah.
This is a big year for the Center for Family Health.
Yes, it is. 35.
35. I think everybody knows about the center, but tell us a little bit about the center and how your role fits in.
For sure. So we are a federally qualified health center. That means we provide comprehensive healthcare services for everyone, right? And that looks like a lot of different things. But our goal is really to make healthcare accessible and affordable while we address the broader needs that impact health within the community. So a few years ago, we started really seeing clear and growing need for opioid use disorder treatment locally. There was a gap there for sure. As an FQHC, that's something that we routinely do, right? We look at the gaps and see what services are needed in our community. And that's really what led us to bring MAT services to the Center for Family Health.
So we hear that, MAT.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, so MAT stands for Medicated Assisted Treatment.
Okay.
And it's for substance use disorder. We primarily treat opioid use disorder as well as alcohol use disorder at the center. It combines medication, behavioral health services, ongoing medical care, and it's not just medication, it's really a coordinated treatment approach.
Okay. Caitlin, how do people take advantage of your services in this area?
Yeah, of course. So they can actually just call the center, and they are going to put through a note. If I'm not available, they're going to try to reach me directly. I'm going to do a brief screening with them, kind of see what medications they're looking for, how we can help personalize their care to meet their needs, including the behavioral health piece. We offer nursing support, and then an appointment with one of our providers.
Are there times when families are contacting you on behalf of family members?
Oh, absolutely. We have gotten that, and that gets tricky
Sure.
because we get into that HIPAA area.
Right.
But we try to give general guidelines and guidance on how they can best help their family members.
It might surprise people to hear that you're actually using medications in the treatment of drug disorders. Is this a new therapy?
So this is something that's been around for a little while. We offer Suboxone and naltrexone primarily. So Suboxone is for opioid use disorder only, whereas naltrexone can be for alcohol use disorder and opioid use disorder. Suboxone has become very popular. I've been at the center for about 5 years, and so it's definitely grown in the time that I've been there.
And it can be dangerous. People that are addicted to some of these opioids, it can be dangerous for them to, for lack of a better term, quit cold turkey.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, withdrawal is a huge risk with substance use, opioids specifically, alcohol use as well, which was great with these medications, can help reduce that risk significantly as well as prevent future use.
We know of someone who's been treated with these therapies and it worked. It worked really well for this particular person.
Yeah. And you asked if it's new, Bart, but like Katie said, it's not. But what is kind of new, right, is it happening in the primary care office. And as an FQHC, we are set up to do that because we have all of the supports internally to help folks. So
beyond the medication, what else is available to patients that are taking advantage of the MAT program?
Yeah, so we have behavioral health support as well as nursing support. We have community health workers that help with the resource connection piece, because usually addiction's not just one thing. It's usually mental health, past trauma, lack of resources, in addition to the substance use. So we try to treat them as a whole person and kind of go with this collaborative care approach where we work with the medical team as well as the support staff.
You also are working on overdose prevention. What does that look like?
Yeah, so a lot, within the recovery community, a lot of the work that is done is what's called harm reduction, right? And we have actually partnered with Home of New Vision to expand our access to Narcan availability for folks. So we do now have a free distribution box outside of the center. It's at the center. It's not outside yet, but it will be by the end of this week. No questions, no registration, very barrier-free, low barrier for folks to be able to get Narcan, which is a life-saving medication when it comes to overdose prevention.
You mentioned behavioral health. What's new in that area of services?
So we are kind of piloting some ADD, ADHD testing, as well as, the additional support that we offer, because we have, again, like Nate said, seen that need in the community. Insurance seems to be a big barrier, so it is something that we are kind of dipping our toes into. Myself and some of our other staff have done some training to kind of be able to provide that service to our patients.
Another area too is we are now going to be offering a medication called Sublocade for our MAT program. Sublocade is an injectable medication similar to Suboxone, so that's very exciting. It's been something we have been working on for quite some time, and there's a big need for that within the community. So because it's an injectable, you've got that about 28-30 days of coverage, right, as opposed to the medication that you're taking daily. So it's just another option that might work for folks.
And those drugs work because
So they're working on the receptors in the brain. So we have Suboxone, which is a partial, so it's a partial blocker. It's not going to fully fill that receptor and make you feel like you're high, but it's going to make you feel like, okay, I don't have that craving. And then we have the naltrexone, which is going to go in and completely block that receptor. So you're going to use an opiate, but you're not going to feel the effects of that.
What's the first step for someone that's watching today that may have a problem they need to get addressed?
Yeah. So call the center. They can ask for the MAT program. They can ask for Caitlin. Whoever they want to ask for, substance use, just let them know that they need help and they need treatment, and our staff will get them pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people think they're all by themselves in this, and I know that there are people that have addiction that they hide it and they think no one knows, but chances are there's someone along the ride.
Oh, absolutely. And they're definitely not alone. We see many patients that struggle with substance use as well as their mental health. And that's kind of our goal, is really make them feel like they aren't alone and they have that support in this process.
Yeah, and I think, check with the police, they'll tell you that this is one of the common calls that they have.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt, which also leads to a lot of their other calls.
Yeah.
So a little bit later this month, we'll be having a big celebration for 35 years.
Yes, very excited.
Yeah. Well, we'll have you guys back and talk more about that.
Of course.
Coming up later.
All right.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you both.
Yes, from the Center for Family Health, Nate Nims and Caitlin Wixon. More of the morning show after this.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
Grimes Plumbing Company is licensed and insured. Give us a call for all your plumbing needs. Water heater installation and repair, drain cleaning, leak repair. And remember, at Grimes Plumbing, we love water.
Registration is open for the 2026 Dahlem Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. There are 9 one-week theme sessions of summer camp, held during June, July, and August. Includes hikes, exploration, games, education, crafts, and hands-on play. Summer fun and outdoor exploration for ages 3 through 12 years. Apply today at dahlemcenter.org.
Welcome to Monday Mornings, the podcast where local leaders and entrepreneurs connect.
I didn't want to be forgotten. I didn't want to be erased.
We know there's always more to learn and more to give. Join us as we shine a light on inspiring leaders, uncovering the secrets behind their personal and professional success.
So how do you get from Seton Creek to Hollywood and beyond?
Our mission? To inspire dreamers everywhere and spark positive energy.
And he did. He said, he goes, you will become what you think about the most.
Listen online at jtv.tv or wherever you get your podcasts, and connect with us on the Monday Mornings Facebook page.
IEP Urgent Care offers a higher standard of urgent care from ER-trained providers. When you need professional and compassionate adult and pediatric urgent care services, including illness and injury care, on-site lab, digital x-rays, and full array of testing diagnostics, and occupational health services, count on IEP Urgent Care. Owned by local ER physicians right here in Jackson, and now with 2 locations to serve you. 729 East Michigan Avenue and their newest location, Jackson West at 1602 West Michigan Avenue. IEP Urgent Care, open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on weekdays and from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends.
The Soar Cafe and Farms, located on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson, is designed to bring people together in a comfortable and modern setting. Our menu features a variety of breakfast and lunch options, including fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, a dedicated kids menu, and much more. Enjoy a specialty coffee at our barista bar while shopping in our retail area. We also offer the perfect event space for your next event. Dine-in, takeout, and catering is available. Soar Cafe and Farms, a nonprofit dedicated to supporting women survivors, as well as offering a great dining experience that will bring you back time and time again.
For many years, funeral homes have been raising their prices while at the same time lowering their level of service. At Hampton Funeral Homes, we believe in the exact opposite. We've invested in you by providing comfortable and state-of-the-art facilities so that we can serve your family the way you deserve. If you've had a poor or disappointing funeral experience in the past, let us show you what a professional and caring funeral home looks like. Visit one of our 3 locations to make your arrangements today.
Thank you to our good friends over at Vermeulen's Home Furnishings for helping us bring you today's morning show and every morning show right here on JTV. 3 generations, family owned and operated. Also, thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency. You can get the conversation started. Contact David Rice, 517-888-5027.
Our next guest from Alro Steel, Director of Foundations, Rebecca Armstrong, and Director of Business Development and Marketing, Brian Glick. Good morning.
Morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's always exciting when you both are on because it means something exciting is happening.
Yep.
And Brian, first up, we got race weekend, and you guys are involved.
Yeah, we're excited to sponsor a couple cars this weekend. So, there's some graphics. Tomorrow is the ARCA race, and there's the Menards ARCA Series, and we are sponsoring the 19 car, which is driven by Morgan Baird. And Morgan's a local Jackson native, and we've sponsored him as well on the Truck Series, which we did last year as well.
Cool.
Well, that's a pretty sweet-looking graphics package.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, this one may have been a little AI-inspired since we did not have the cars wrapped by then, but it should be a fun race weekend.
Do you feel the pressure yourself when you're out at the track watching the Alro go by?
I don't feel pressure for that. It's just fun to have them out there and to support Morgan and just to be involved. Yeah. We have a lot of customers that come out to the track, and we have a suite on the inside there.
Nice.
And just enjoy entertaining, and it just makes it a little more fun to have a car racing.
That's what I'd worry about. Oh, did the logo get scratched?
Exactly. Well,
they do have extra stickers on here.
That's right.
So
well, if there is an incident or an action, it's more TV time.
There you go. There you go.
We've got start of the summer entertainment at the Cascades, and you once again are sponsoring that.
Yep. So we have a good partnership with County Parks, and we sponsor the family nights at the Cascades on Wednesdays, and the characters are out. And then on Saturdays they have the bandshell concerts, and those are all free. Lots of good characters coming up. We have later in the summer we have partnered with them for the fair, which will be fun to talk about later. They got a lot of nice 250th anniversary things coming up for the fair.
These family nights are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you're ever driving by or attending one of them, and kids love the characters.
They love the characters. Yep.
What's so neat is we have so many families that vacation in Jackson County during the summer. At the lakes, and the number of out-of-town license plates in that parking lot is amazing. And I think it's really cool. We do so many cool things for people that live here, but also for all the people that visit.
Yep. And then we're going to have the big renovation, and it's going to be, restored back to better looking. So that'll be great when that's done in the next year.
We're just days away from the annual Al Glick Youth Football Camp, and that is one of the most anticipated events that we have all year. And it's scheduled for June 27th.
Yep.
Yeah, we're excited to host this again, and last couple of years we've had about 200 kids, so it's going into 9th grade or younger, and usually a good mix of boys and girls, and a lot of staff to help out, to train.
Andy's been to every single one.
Look, I actually went through, Randy forced me to go through one of the drills, and I did right there. I participated. It's one of my favorite events. It's just it's a great day for community. Obviously, Al's vision coming to life and carrying on, and seeing kids have a great day.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys' support every year. You've been with us from the very beginning, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us. It's a lot of fun, and there's always a surprise or two. Do you have any surprises lined up this year?
We do.
Yes.
None that we're ready to reveal.
All right, deal.
Okay.
Deal.
Come and find out.
But it's always fun to get, because you have the nice field at Jackson High School, and then you have the indoor Al Glick Athletic Center. So it's just neat to see the kids, and usually their parents will want to come in and see the facilities. So between that and you have some coaches, there's always a surprise that may show up, and so it's a lot of fun.
I love seeing the high school coaches working together from all the different schools in the area, and everyone's got a smile on their face. The facility is great. Just the exposure being around current and former college athletes for those coaches is pretty cool too.
Yes, yeah, we work really hard on trying to get, a variety of coaches from throughout the county and kids. If I see on the list that there's no kids from a certain district, I'm calling that district going, why didn't you have any kids coming? So we really wanted it to be a county-wide.
Sure. And you can still register?
Yes. Yep.
So you can still register. It's
the easiest
the
place
cost
to do
is
$15.
$15.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you'll get a T-shirt, a backpack, a water bottle. So it's really a fun day. It's from 10 to 1, so it's not a long camp, and that includes breakfast, lunch, and an ice cream at the end.
Yes,
so
that might be the best deal in town.
Yep.
That first year, it was really a thrill, I think, for both of us to be able to meet and spend time with Jim Harbaugh and Jack Harbaugh.
Yeah,
and
Lloyd Carr was there as well. Yeah, it was quite the event.
Maybe Dusty May will come.
There you go.
We're not throwing a basketball.
Charles Woodson one year.
Yes.
Yeah, Charles Woodson. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and it's fun to when I get a chance to interview these former players and coaches, how highly they speak of Al and his influence on them is really cool to hear.
Your brother, when we were in Ann Arbor a few weeks ago, you drove me by Chrysler Center so he could show me Dusty May's parking spot.
Well, it's right out front. It's hard to miss. So yeah, that parking spot will be there as long as he wants, I think, after this year. So.
Yeah, he had a pretty good year.
Yeah. Well, this event has always had awesome weather, so we'll
I know it.
knock on wood.
Yeah,
And
every
by the
year.
way, we're sitting, this created by Alro Plastics, and our logo on the wall by Alro Steel. So we appreciate your sponsorship of JTV and your partnership here as well.
Thank you.
So you're going to scout out some interviews at the...
I can't wait. I can't wait. I love it. I'm there early. And yeah, I'll interview whoever's there.
We'll look forward to it. It's going to be a great summer. Thanks for all that your family and your company do for the community, and thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Good to see you both.
You bet. Brian Glick and Rebecca Armstrong. More of the morning show after this.
Michigan's future is built on grid. Crews on the ground and in the air, modernizing the grid to reduce outages. Engineers planning for what's next. Steady work, securing the systems you depend on every day. Around 75 cents of every dollar is reinvested directly into securing the electric grid, supporting homes, businesses, and communities across Michigan, season after season. Michigan, you can count on us.
Join your friends and make new ones at Ella Sharp Museum's Art, Beer, and Wine Festival, presented by County National Bank. This favorite community tradition showcases many of Michigan's finest wineries, breweries, cider mills, and artists. Guests of the festival will also enjoy a tasty lineup of food and live music throughout the grounds and in our historic Hillside Farm Lane courtyard. Come join us for a perfect summer day. Tickets start at just $25 and can be purchased at ellasharpmuseum.org.
Welcome to the David Rice Show, your dynamic source for all things Jackson sports. From high school games to the Spartans and Wolverines, we're covering it all. NFL highlights, area golf tournaments, and so much more. Join us as we showcase local athletes and bring you the biggest sports news you don't want to miss. New episodes Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on JTV and wherever you get your podcasts. Let's celebrate Jackson sports together.
When you have a sewer or drain issue, make the call to Minuteman Sewer and Drain. Sure, we all want to be the guy that can get under the sink and get the job done. Trust us, we know it's not for everyone. Call the experts at Minuteman Sewer and Drain for 24/7, 365 same-day emergency service. Let us be the ones to get under the sink. Let Minuteman Sewer and Drain take care of the clogs or debris and get you flowing back to normal. When you don't have time to waste, call Minuteman Sewer and Drain, 783-9952, or online at MinutemanSewer.com. Minuteman Sewer and Drain. We open drains others can't.
Sandhill Crane Vineyards is the perfect place to relax and have a great time year-round. We offer over 35 award-winning wines made with 100% Michigan fruit, as well as beer, cider, wine slushies, and sangria specials. Enjoy a fabulous meal from our cafe with a variety of fresh, delicious items made for the perfect wine pairing. Relax outside on our large wraparound deck and patio with plenty of seating available. Don't miss live music every Friday night and a wide variety of events happening at the winery year-round. And as a bonus, you can book your stay for two at Annie's Place, right behind the vineyard. This beautiful, serene bungalow offers all the amenities, including a heated indoor pool and outdoor space with grill and fire pit. Annie's Place in Sandhill Crane Vineyards. Take the short drive from Jackson and see for yourself.
Get the most out of your money and start earning rewards with True Community Credit Union's True Rewards Credit Card. Earn points on everyday purchases and redeem them for cashback, gift cards, travel perks, merchandise, and so much more. With a True Rewards Credit Card, there's no annual fee or minimum balance. Plus, you can enjoy exclusive discounts. Start earning rewards today. Apply at trueccu.com.
Welcome back to the show. Thank you to our good friends over at Tri-County Water Conditioning. Stop by, say hi to Dan or Lindsay, and thank you guys very much for sponsoring the morning show.
Joining us now is the owner and director of Above the Bar Dance Studio, Jada Powell.
How are you?
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks
Great.
for being here. Tell us about Above the Bar Dance Studio.
Above the Bar Dance Studio is going to be hosting dance lessons this summer at the Theodore. You can sign up and register via email at info@abovethebardancestudio.com. We're offering professional, safe, and educational dance instruction for children and adults, starting 2 years old, all the way through life.
I was going to ask what ages, but yeah, you answered that. So very cool. So tell us a little bit about your background in dance.
Okay. I started dance at 3 years old at Susan Vaughn's School of Dance.
Oh, I remember that.
Do you? Good. When she retired when I was 16, she retired, but I did receive my dance training there, and I started assisting dance there and teaching dance, assisting at age 12, teaching at age 14. And when she retired, I then danced at Capitol Ballet Theater in Lansing, or Children's Ballet Theater in Lansing. And from there, I was accepted into Wayne State University's dance program with a 4-year dance talent scholarship.
Very cool.
And I graduated with a BFA in dance. And I dance in the Detroit area, teach in the Detroit area. And just recently, I've been a competitive dance adjudicator this season for the first time.
Wow. When did you know growing up that you wanted to make this your life?
Very early. But at 12, I was super inspired when they start to ask at school what you want to do. I looked to my dance teachers and got inspiration from them.
What type of dance do you do?
Okay, I do a lot of styles. My favorites and some styles I'll be offering this summer are ballet, jazz, acrobatics, lyrical, modern, contemporary, the list goes on.
And you have a couple camps, specific camps. You have a princess camp, day camp, and a Toy Story day camp. Tell us about these camps.
Yes, I'm super excited. The dance camps, they're a one-day, less commitment sort of activity if you want to come for one time. You can dress up in the theme of the event. So Princess, you could wear your dress, and then Toy Story 5, you could wear a cowboy hat or something. But you'll be playing games, doing crafts, and of course learning dance as well.
Seems like there are a lot of dancers on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh yeah, so many, and it's become even more popular as I've gotten older. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you only have to dance for like 10 or 15 seconds when you're on.
Well, there's some of them. I mean, it's amazing that
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's actually nice that everybody's on the same page. Like everybody loves to dance.
What if you're an adult beginner, and by beginner I mean can have 2 left feet?
Okay. Still, you should still try. I mean, the benefits from dance, I believe, are endless. You can have greater mobility, greater rhythm, flexibility. Every day-to-day life things are less hard if you have that mobility and range. So it's really for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, it's wedding season too. I don't know if it's still a thing, but people like to maybe get a dance lesson.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're probably great at. We probably love weddings.
Hey, I do. Everybody loves a good wedding. Yes.
Yeah. Could you do couples do that?
So they have inquired quite a bit about it. It's just scheduling, availability. But here I've got all Monday evenings open all summer long. So let me know, of course, whoever is interested. Let me know. And again, it's info@abovethebardancestudio.com.
Okay.
Bar is spelled with 2 R's.
And you have, like you said, you're going to have specific classes over the summer so people can choose what's best for them.
Yes, you can sign up for whatever you think will best suit your child. Right now we've got a pre-ballet and a pre-acro class going on, and then after that an hour-long acro class going on. So we've got 2 on the schedule so far, and hoping to fill up the evening with even more lessons. So.
And you started at age 3?
3, yeah.
So did your family, did they say, I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
So my mom was a dancer when she was a kid, and my teacher was my mom's teacher. So that was definite. But I loved it. I loved every single second of it. Still do.
What's the most popular style or class right now?
Right now, well, I see a common trend among everyone. Everybody loves acrobatics. Everybody loves to learn how to do a cartwheel, a flip, or a trick. So that's right up my alley. I'm acrobatic arts certified, so if you want to learn how to do any tricks, I'm the person.
I would imagine in a bigger city, someone says, "Oh my gosh, we need some dancers."
Yep.
Do you get calls?
Sometimes it's happened. It's happened. You have to know a few people, but it happens. Sometimes it just falls into your lap. Yeah.
What kind of dance would you like to learn?
I'd like to learn hip hop.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a common answer.
Yeah.
Common answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to learn whatever I could do to have a little bit more rhythm to do some of those dances I see on TikTok.
There you go.
You know?
See?
Some of those shuffles and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, everybody finds themselves at a place where there's dance, you know.
At some point.
Yes.
And you don't want to be the embarrassment.
And you have been.
The Elaine of Seinfeld, her dance. Yeah. And I've been the
You have been, yeah.
Dance embarrassment.
My goodness.
As there, like at the end, will there be like some sort of a...
I'm glad you mentioned that. I almost forgot. At the end, the final day, August 17th, of course, June 22nd is the first day. August 17th, we have a final performance, also at the Theodore. We'll be all in our costumes, hair done, makeup, and of course, video photography provided.
Yeah, sign up if you, especially you know, we're looking for something great for your child to do this summer. What better way?
Now those Susan Vaughn dance recitals, they went on for like 2 days.
Oh my goodness, it was so fun. Being involved in it.
Well, there's a lot of different classes, age groups.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
everybody
a lot.
wants to try. Go ahead, come on, it's so fun.
And this is at the Theodore,
right?
Yes.
And so they've got. Well, that's perfect for tap, right? Because they've got a wood floor.
Well, if we do have tap, of course, it's going to be a laid floor. We don't want to scuff up the beautiful flooring that they have. Beautiful. We've got the flooring, of course.
All right, get signed up.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Classes start on
June 22nd.
June 22nd. Wow, it's pretty cool that people have the opportunity to have a professional, trained dancer conducting these classes.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
The owner-director of Above the Bar Dance Studio, Jada Powell. More of the morning show after this.
At Old National Bank, our goal is to be your bank for life. Our vision is to be the bank of choice that helps our clients fulfill their dreams. Whether you're just getting started on your financial journey, preparing for a comfortable retirement, or anywhere in between, our experienced team members are here to provide personalized solutions to help you achieve your goals.
At East Jackson Community Schools, we believe in empowering students to take risks and approach learning with curiosity and resilience, knowing that mistakes and failures are part of the growth process. We are creating opportunities for all of our students to be successful, whether they choose to go to college or directly into the workforce. Our modernized facilities create an ideal environment for academic and athletic achievement, and our experienced and dedicated staff excel at creating strong relationships that last a lifetime. East Jackson Schools, where learners become lifelong leaders.
I'm Nate Vermeulen, and welcome to Vermeulen Furniture.
We are Jackson's premier home furnishing store. Living and dining room sets, home office decor, beautiful bedrooms, we have it all. Take advantage of our in-home design service, and we provide free mattress delivery and setup. We have a wide variety of power recliners for those lazy days, and be sure to check out our clearance center for the best deals in Jackson. Stop into Vermeulen's today and make your house a home.
At Vista Grand Villa, caring has always been more than a job. It's a calling. Hey Jackson, this is Chelsea Isley, Executive Director at Vista Grand Villa. We're honored to begin a new chapter with Otterbein Senior Life, a faith-based nonprofit organization that shares our heart. Inspired by faith, we strive to enrich individual life journeys for all, and together we'll continue that promise right here in Jackson. While our name becomes Otterbein, the compassion, the connection, and the people you trust remain the same. The best place to live, work, for care, and for a fulfilling future. Welcome to Otterbein, Jackson.
Keep the magic alive at the Michigan Theater of Jackson. Your donations help preserve our historic venue and bring world-class entertainment to our community. Visit michigantheater.org to make a difference today.
Ready to reclaim your outdoor spaces? Total Landscaping in Jackson, Michigan is your go-to expert for forestry mulching, brush hogging, and stump removal. Whether it's clearing overgrown brush, grinding down stubborn stumps, creating nature trails and shooting lanes, or preparing your property for new possibilities, our team delivers fast, reliable, and professional service. Locally owned and committed to quality, we're here to bring your vision to life, one project at a time. Call Total Landscaping today and let's clear the way for something amazing. Total Landscaping, where your outdoor dreams take root.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Jack Smith Agency in Litchfield if auto owners make sense for you.
At Da Vinci, I am free to be myself. I don't have to follow the same path as anyone else through the maze of school. I have gotten to try new things and explore my interests like robotics and basketball. I love the small class sizes so my teachers can help me when I'm stuck, but my favorite part is they help me find my path to graduation. I'm confident navigating hard classes because of my personalized plan. Being a Da Vinci student is awesome. Learn more about Da Vinci's student-centered education at davincinow.org.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Check out an all-new food circus at Atlas. And I even make a special guest appearance.
That's right. You're guest host along with Jennifer Scanlon.
That's right. And I will be out of town Monday, so you will be hosting with Jennifer.
I did not know that.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Shout out to Faye O'Day and Steve's Ranch. They've got a prime rib buffet. Did you know that?
Saturday night.
Yep.
Big prime rib
Great
buffet.
time, locally owned, right here in Jackson.
Real mashed potatoes, home-baked dinner rolls, Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Macaroni and cheese sometimes. It's very delicious.
Yeah, and they usually have chicken and some other things on that buffet as well. So, Bryce Harper's getting a lot of blowback from his toothbrushing technique. Have you heard this?
I've heard it takes him like 35 minutes to clean his mouth.
Well, he's got he just takes the toothpaste, squirts it in his mouth, and then brushes his teeth. He does not put the toothpaste on the toothbrush. So Phillies fans are up in arms over this, and they can't believe it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he brushes his teeth for like 10 minutes as well.
He's got like a half-hour facial in the mirror routine. Yes. How long is your face in the mirror routine?
A long time. A very, very long time. Join Bart and Jennifer on Monday. Rick Fernandez, personal coach. Alexa Marshall from the Jackson Rec Department, and the owner of Frosty Boy, Danny Aminetti.
Later today, Bill Pogue, Keegan Ott, Ann Cole Osborne, Dakari Hardrick, Denny DePra, Therese Heslaw, and Rick Walton, all starting at 1. We'll see you then.
We're now here at Jackson High School, and I'm stepping onto the beautiful field here at J High as we're going to get ready to cover boys high school varsity baseball. We're going to talk to head coach Chenier Trice as well as star senior shortstop Eric Lopez. They've already gifted me this nice Jackson High School shirt. They're great folks here, and we're going to get to meet them and know them coming up next. I am now on the field with head coach Chenier Trice and star senior shortstop Eric Lopez. Coach, I got to turn to you first. Being the coach here, varsity coach of Jackson High School, what's it like coaching these boys out here?
It's fun. I mean, these guys have a lot of excitement and enthusiasm and so forth. They're always working together, and it's just good to be around the kids.
And Coach, you're also the PE teacher, correct, here at Jackson. How is it handling both your academic teaching responsibilities as well as coaching responsibilities?
You know, in regards to putting together a practice plan and doing schoolwork and grading papers and so forth, it can be very difficult, but these guys do a good job of putting things together, helping me out along the way throughout the day.
And you know, speaking about being a teacher, Eric and I were talking a little bit before we came on camera, and Eric, you mentioned you want to become a teacher after you leave high school. What made you think that?
Yes, sir. I don't know. It's always just been the thing I wanted to do. I like working with kids, being out in high school. It's just a thing I'm really interested in.
And Eric, why did you choose baseball to be one of your senior sports here? Do you play any other sports outside of baseball, or why did you decide to focus on baseball?
I mean, pick up basketball. I used to play basketball for like high school, but baseball is really just my thing. You know, I fell in love with it at a young age and just really stuck with it.
And, you know, Coach, similar question to you. You have all these sports you could coach. You're the gym teacher, so of course you're athletically versed. Why did you pick baseball?
It's been the love of my life for a long, long time, and I've had the opportunity to come back and be not only just a coach, but the varsity coach is a blessing in disguise. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be here.
And Eric, what is it like being a student here at J High, being able to be that senior leader and now show off on the field?
I love it. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. It feels good to be doing it here at Jackson High and just the people I grew up with and doing it with them around me.
And Coach, what does it mean to be in this community, this wonderful community of Jackson, and being able to play at such a great facility like you have here at J High?
You know, I never would have thought that I would be back here at Jackson High School. I taught at Waverly High School, and you know, God is good to have the opportunity to come back to my alma mater where I played baseball here at Jackson High, and then to come back to this beautiful facility, and then just across the hallway, the Glick building, and it's just heaven sent, and I'm just so thankful for the opportunity to be here.
Last two questions for you. So you play shortstop out here on the diamond. Why did you choose that position? That really is the voice of the team, the leader of the team.
It's always fit me, you know. That's kind of where I just grew up, like learning what to play. Most of my family members played it, so it's just, you know, I just kind of put there and I stuck with it.
And Eric, you mentioned after high school you want to go into teaching. Where do you think that's going to lead you? Have you made your college decision yet? And do you see baseball in your future in college?
Yes, baseball is definitely a heavy option. That's really what's making me wait so long for my option. It's just, when I find the fit for me for baseball, that's where I will continue to go to school.
Well, it's great to be selective, and Coach, having a kid like Eric on your team, the senior leader, how easy does that make your life, your job, and how much does he mean to you being on this field?
I was waiting for that question. He's just a phenomenal athlete. He works hard. He's a great leader. He's always communicating with kids on the field. He does what's asked him to do. He keeps spirits high. He's a motivator. He's a great kid, and it's great to have him in the position of leadership at shortstop, which is why we have him there.
And Eric, what does it mean having Coach Trice as your head coach?
I mean, I love it, honestly. It's just, when I go to practice, I know we're going to have some fun, but I know at the end of the day, every day we're getting better. And that's what it's about. If you can have fun and get better at the same time, you're doing everything right in my books.
Eric and I are now going to go head-to-head in a swing-off competition, best of 10 swings, to see if the man who hasn't hit since middle school can beat the star senior shortstop. Are you ready, Eric?
I'm definitely ready.
All right, let's go. I'm not afraid to charge the mound. Oh! Okay, pressure's
nice
on.
swing.
Coach, how many until I can join the team and take his place?
Yeah, that was a nice swing right there.
All right. Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
All right.
Gee, you're really cool with the first one, Mac.
Oh, no.
Let it keep rolling.
Doesn't count, didn't go out of the outfield.
Oh, Mac.
Oh! All right.
Are we counting that?
Yeah, I'd count that.
We'll count that?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, outside.
Come on, Max.
Okay, that was 7. 3 more. All right, let's see.
You're getting to the end, Max.
I know. All right.
Come on, Max.
Oh!
That's a hit.
All right. 2 more. 2 more.
No.
Oh!
Oh!
Should have walked that one off.
I got a little competition.
Hey, is this the last one? Okay, wait. If this is the last one, I got to call my shot.
Oh, you're calling your
Left
shot?
field.
Always calling the shot. No, Max.
Oh, dang it. All right, I'll take that one. All right, here.
How many was that?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Bro, come on, bro.
Jeez. Oh! At least I hit all mine straight. Oh, will it clear?
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Man. Oh!
I mean,
1
geez.
for 3. Jeez.
I'm a magnet. Like.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, there we go. We'll take it. All right, so it all comes down to this one then. Oh!
Come back, kid.
Well, Eric came in clutch and tied things up in the swing-off competition. So to decide who wins this Max Versus, we're going to do an old-fashioned race. Now, I'm starting at first, so who's on first? But I'll be at first. Eric's going to be at home, and we're going to race around the bases and see if Eric can reach home plate before I do. And he did have a bit of a disadvantage, too, as he got beamed by his coach in the arm. So hopefully that's not going to affect him in the running. We'll have to see.
Max paid for that. It's okay.
Are we ever going to be able to decide this? I don't know. That came down to it. I don't know. I honestly don't know who crossed that first.
I don't know neither.
Welcome to the middle school at Parkside, a place where every day is a new chance to learn, grow, and discover. Our state-of-the-art facilities give students the tools they need to explore, create, and achieve. With strong academics, engaging courses, and hands-on experiences, we challenge and inspire every student to reach their full potential. At the middle school at Parkside, you don't just attend, you belong. And your future begins today.
Oak and Iron, located in downtown Jackson, offers casual dining for all. It's more than a restaurant. It's a tribute to the hardworking men and women who built this city from the ground up. It stands as a gathering place where past and present meet, where the legacy of bold ideas and strong hands lives on in every meal with an amazing menu for everyone to enjoy, including fabulous desserts. And that's not all. Oak and Iron offers a Sunday a la carte brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the third floor is the ever-popular Honky Tonk. Go to honkytonkjackson.com to check out upcoming events. Oak and Iron, globally inspired, locally crafted.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS photo galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
Looking for top-notch care and a friendly smile? At Neighborhood Cleaners, we'll know your name and treat you like family. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, we're your trusted spot in Jackson for everything from everyday dry cleaning to wedding gown restoration, UGG boot makeovers, and leather care. Stop by at 3220 Wildwood Avenue in Jackson, next to the Jackson Airport, or give us a call at 517-782-4704. Neighborhood Cleaners, small town service, big time quality.
At College Chevrolet in Albion, we're proud to serve our community with more than just great vehicles. Every Friday, we honor our heroes with free oil changes for veterans. We're the home of the Forever Warranty, giving you peace of mind long after the sale. From sales to service, our team is committed to complete customer satisfaction. Come see why so many trust us and experience the Godfrey difference, only at College Chevrolet in Albion. At the Joe Muni Agency, we're right here in Jackson County. Joe and his team are your neighbors, local, friendly, and ready to meet with you in person. From auto to home, life to business, they're committed to service you can count on. When you need help, you'll talk to a real neighbor who cares about protecting what matters most to you. Visit joemuni.com today.
This is where we live, where a major breakthrough meets the morning coffee, where a game-changing idea hits the game-winning shot, where round-the-clock research assures more time away, where we drive, explore, and discover, where devoted fans roar and good times roll, where our heart, soul, and science come to life. This is what we live for, because this is where we live. Good morning. We are Henry.
I'm here with Coach Amanda and star striker Taylor. Now, Amanda, I have to start with, why did you get into coaching? What drove you to become a high school coach?
I played competitive soccer myself, and when I had children, I started coaching the youngsters at AYSO all the way up to more competitive soccer through Alliance with the boys. And so when an opportunity to coach females came up, I was very excited at the opportunity to work with young women in my community.
That's awesome. You're making such a difference in their lives. And, you know, Taylor, speak to that. What difference has your coach made in your life so far being your senior year?
I think she's built up a lot of my confidence regarding soccer. I just think she's an amazing coach in person, and she really shows like what true integrity is. And I think the bond with the team has been so much closer ever since she started coaching.
You know, Coach, you've taken over this program. It has already been so well established. It is a very prestigious program here in the state. How have you continued the excellence?
These girls are already so excellent at managing themselves and creating such a positive environment that it's just been very easy walking into this role.
And Taylor, you're about to put your soccer skills on display here. Do you play any other sports outside of soccer, and why did you choose soccer for one of your varsity sports?
Yes, I do cross country and powerlifting, and I chose soccer as one of my varsity sports because I played it my whole life and I have such a deep passion for it, and I just love the sport and the girls.
Coach, final question. What is it like having Taylor on the team and being one of those senior leaders you can count on?
Oh, it's pure joy. Taylor is a wonderful player. She is very smart at the game. She's a great leader, of course, on our team, and she makes me belly laugh once a day.
That's great to have in a player. And Taylor, what is your plans after high school, this being your senior year? Do you plan on going to college, into the trades, and do you see soccer in your future?
Yes, so I'm definitely going to college. I'm going to attend Michigan State University for nursing, and I definitely see myself continuing to play soccer in the future, not for college, but maybe like some rec leagues and such.
Well, Taylor, that's a very noble passion to go into nursing. Coach, thank you. And now we're going to see how well you have coached Taylor, because Taylor is going to get to coach me in some soccer fundamentals, and then we're going to go head-to-head in a penalty kick shootout with a very special guest star in the net. Well, now, Taylor, I really need you to help teach me penalty kicks, because that's what we're going to be doing next in the Max Versus segment, and I need all the help I can get, Taylor.
Okay.
So how do you do an efficient penalty kick, and how many penalty kicks have you taken across your high school career?
In my high school career, I think I've only taken one penalty kick.
Did it go in?
Yes.
Hey, you're 100% then in penalty kicks.
Right?
So how do you take an effective penalty kick? Where do you have to line up? Where do you try to strike the ball, and how do you fool the goalie?
Yeah, I don't usually fool the goalie, but how I strike the ball is you always want to strike it with your laces, which is around right here, this bone. And so when you're going, I usually back up a bit, and then when I'm striking, you have to keep your body over the ball and follow through towards the net. And when I'm shooting, I usually start from the left, and then I go left of the goalie, and then I go straight down like that.
So you kick it with the top of your laces?
Yes.
Okay. And see, I think the hardest part I'm going to have is keeping my body over the ball, because I feel like whenever I'm kicking, I tend to go away from it.
Yeah.
So what is the advantage of keeping your body fully over the ball?
It prevents it going up in the sky, because there's been times where I've been right near the goal and it's gone straight over the goal because my body was backwards, whereas if you're forward, it generates a lot more power.
Well, now Taylor and I are going to go head-to-head in a penalty kick shootout with our producer, Sean, in net. He has the height advantage, so I'm really going to have to try extra hard to get it by him, and Taylor's already been practicing. We'll see how good I can do and if I can finally win a Max Versus. Oh! All right. Ready, Sean? Oh!
Why is he going? Oh, no!
Oh, wait! Oh! Oh, dang it! Oh, there we go. Take one. Yeah, it's in.
At Insurance Circle Agency, we believe in personal connections. We specialize in a consultative approach where we'll take the time to know your name and your unique story. This allows us to provide you with a top-notch boutique experience with policies tailored specifically for you and your business. Taking this approach allows us to ensure you have the right package to fit your unique needs. Your peace of mind is our priority. Get in touch with Insurance Circle Agency today, where we'll know your name.
Looking for top-notch care and a friendly smile? At Neighborhood Cleaners, we'll know your name and treat you like family. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, we're your trusted spot in Jackson for everything from everyday dry cleaning to wedding gown restoration, UGG boot makeovers, and leather care. Stop by at 3220 Wildwood Avenue in Jackson, next to the Jackson Airport, or give us a call at 517-782-4704. Neighborhood Cleaners, small town service, big time quality.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS photo galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's.
Yay! We love our guests.
Love.
Love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
This is where we live, where a major breakthrough meets the morning coffee, where a game-changing idea hits the game-winning shot, where round-the-clock research assures more time away, where we drive, explore, and discover, where devoted fans roar and good times roll, where our heart, soul, and science come to life. This is what we live for, because this is where we live.
Good morning.
We are Henry.
Oak and Iron, located in downtown Jackson, offers casual dining for all. It's more than a restaurant. It's a tribute to the hardworking men and women who built this city from the ground up. It stands as a gathering place where past and present meet, where the legacy of bold ideas and strong hands lives on in every meal with an amazing menu for everyone to enjoy, including fabulous desserts. And that's not all. Oak and Iron offers a Sunday a la carte brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the third floor is the ever-popular Honky Tonk. Go to honkytonkjackson.com to check out upcoming events. Oak and Iron, globally inspired, locally crafted.
At Vista Grand Villa, caring has always been more than a job. It's a calling. Hey Jackson, this is Chelsea Isley, Executive Director at Vista Grand Villa. We're honored to begin a new chapter with Otterbein Senior Life, a faith-based nonprofit organization that shares our heart. Inspired by faith, we strive to enrich individual life journeys for all, and together we'll continue that promise right here in Jackson. While our name becomes Otterbein, the compassion, the connection, and the people you trust remain the same. The best place to live, work, for care, and for a fulfilling future. Welcome to Otterbein, Jackson.
I'm now here at Napoleon High School at their beautiful softball field with head coach Josh Burgett and ace pitcher Caitlin Fall. And Josh, I want to start with you. Obviously, our viewers here know you from JTV, on the mic, doing excellent calls for us. What made you want to do softball and not go up in the booth and announce it?
I've always loved the game. My father was a coach. I always wanted to coach, and once I got the opportunity, to coach the Pirates, it was a no-brainer for me. And it's just been wonderful to get to know these young ladies and the staff we've put together, the program we have here at Napoleon. It's just been a blast.
Now, Caitlin, you can choose so many different positions in softball, and pitching has to be one of the toughest because in softball, you don't really have a lot of relievers you can go to. Normally, the starting pitcher pitches the entire game. Why did you choose pitching?
You didn't have to run the bases, and I'm not really good at that. And pitching's just fun. You get to focus. You don't have to go out and play.
So, Coach Brigette, you talked about your family lineage through softball. Your dad, an amazing coach over at Grass Lake. Is that really who inspired you to get into the softball programs and become a coach of your own?
I mean, he was certainly my connection to softball. I mean, I had great mentors like Joe Bechtel on the baseball and football side, and Coach Randy Cole, and so many coaches that influenced me throughout my life. So I always wanted to coach, but certainly I think my father's connection to softball is what originally drove me to the sport. Honestly, I mean, Caitlin's not giving herself enough credit. I mean, she's a career record holder in our volleyball program. She's done a tremendous job from a dual sport athlete. And I think if she wanted to play 3 sports here at the school, she could be a star at 3 sports in the school. She's just a tremendous athlete. She's a great student. She's a 4.0 student, and just somebody who we're really great to have lead our program.
Caitlin, speaking of that, you have academic honors. You do so well academically as well as in sports. How hard is it to balance being an academic honors student and a varsity athlete?
I mean, it's pretty hard. There's late nights where I'm doing homework. Like last night I was up till 12, but besides that, it's not bad.
What's the best part about being a Napoleon Pirate? You've been here for 4 years. This has become your home. You've made so many great friends. What's been the best part?
There's a lot of pride. Everyone's really connected. There's not really anything negative. The community is just really nice.
Coach Brigette, what is the best part of coaching? Obviously, you get to make such impacts on these young girls' lives and their futures, but what is really the best part of being a coach to you?
I mean, that's actually what it is. I mean, it's being around the young ladies who inspire me. I mean, you see behind us, my daughter, my assistant coach's daughter, is running around with the girls right now. They get to be around young ladies like Kate and the 25 other girls behind us that could inspire them. These are a really good group of young ladies, and the fact that we can be with them, grow them, and help prepare them for whatever's after high school, be it softball, work, college, whatever that is, just to have a small part of that it's great.
Caitlin, having such a great coach as Coach Brigette, what has he meant to you and how much have you learned from him?
He teaches a lot about the mental game. He focuses a lot on not getting down and focusing on everything. I mean, he teaches us good skills too, but he's really great with the mental stuff.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait on that one. Oh. All right, 0-2. I got to lay off these if they're out of zone.
That one wasn't.
That was, though. Oh. All right.
Okay.
So Caitlin took the first one, so she's up 1-0. Oh! Oh! No! Everyone told me to look out for the riser, and now I see why. Is that your best pitch?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Outside. 1-1. Hey, I'll take a walk too.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Hitters count. Okay, I'm calling my shot on this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
3-1. I could get a walk here. I could salvage a walk.
Oh no.
Oh! All right, 3-2.
All right, what's it now?
All right, if I get a home run on this one, I win.
All right, I'll give it to you. 41-4.
No! All right, I'm staying alive. I got one more. Let's see. Technically a walk, so. Oh! Man, she's bringing the heat. Oh! Okay, maybe that's a strategy.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, in order to hit you, I probably need to choke up to here.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it.
Hi. Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh! Foul! I'll take it. I at least got a hit. Okay, 1-2. This could end it. Oh! Good job.
Yes.
Well, that's an end to yet another Max Versus where once again I come up short. I'm just glad I got a walk and somewhat of a hit against the ace pitcher Caitlin here, and Haven, great job catching and calling a fair zone. They were a couple up high, but that riser was deadly.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next episode.
If you would like to nominate your student athlete for a chance to be featured on the show, scan the QR code or go to jtv.tv/varsity voices to fill out the application form.
The influence of the State Prison of Southern Michigan, and before that Michigan State Prison, on Jackson, it's so enormous, it's really difficult to say where it stops.
The country got to know Jacktown, Jackson Prison, SMP, whatever you want to call it. It was known all over the country because of the huge size.
The history, starting with Michigan's first state prison, is not only quintessential Jackson history, but Michigan state history. And it's fascinating. I could go on for hours. It all began in 1837 when Michigan became the 26th state. It was the era of the big house, America's contribution, another one of them, to the world, penitentiaries. And with a newly formed state where people were moving in, the government here felt we must have a penitentiary because as well as good people, bad people will be moving here. A battle began between Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Marshall, Napoleon, and Adrian, all of whom wanted the penitentiary because it was also the height of the Industrial Revolution.
What the prison had, and everybody knew, this is why all these cities wanted the prison, because the way prisons operated then, the convicts would be forced to work and their labor was sold to factory owners. Roughly 2 months after Michigan became a state, a 3-man commission was appointed to look into first what kind of a prison they wanted, how it would operate, and secondly, where it would be located. They were deluged with what we now would call economic incentives from different towns that wanted the prison, and Jackson was one of them. They eventually narrowed it down to 3 finalists, Jackson, Marshall, and Napoleon, and they picked Marshall, which means that Jackson theoretically lost his chance to get the prison. But the pioneers of Jackson apparently were not willing to lose to the likes of Marshall and went to the legislature where the final decision was made and kind of sweetened their offer and put on an early version of political pressure, political clout. And they had the legislature disregarded the commission's recommendation and picked Jackson instead of Marshall. And that's how they got it. I would say it's probably one of the earliest tests of legislative clout in Michigan's history. There is a urban myth or urban legend in Jackson that I have looked into that really needs to be addressed. And that is, there are people in Jackson that commonly believe that the city of Jackson had a choice between the prison or the University of Michigan. I've looked into that and there's no evidence whatsoever Both those decisions were made at approximately the same time in 1837, 38. But I've consulted with people at the Bentley Historical Library at the University of Michigan, and they don't believe that that's true.
And that is how Jackson initially came to be a prison town with Michigan's first state prison. Now, the first prison was not sandstone or brick or mortar. They built here on the swampland that ultimately had to be drained a fort. By 1840, 85 prisoners in the fort. And in 1840, under the notorious murderer at 22 years of age, George Norton, 10 inmates escaped from the fort and became known as the notorious Jackson Robber Gang. They terrorized all the areas around here. They robbed banks, they murdered, they robbed horses, cattle, you name it. And nobody could catch them. They lived like Robin Hood and his merry band of men in the oak forest that stretched from here to Spring Arbor. So, finally, Joe Vidito, a farmer, was sick and tired of his horses and cattle being stolen. He knew they would come back, and he sat on his porch, a shotgun in one hand, shotgun in the other. He said, if no one else will get these fellows, I'm gonna do it. Sure enough, they came back. It was dark. He shot, but he missed. They came to him, beat him to a bloody pulp, and the noise and commotion in the night reached to another farm where Doris Spencer, the farmer, came, got a posse, killed George Norton, shot another one in the leg. 2 escaped, never to return, and the other 7 survivors were taken. And at that point, Jackson and the state said, if we're going to have a penitentiary, we better build one. The very first wing to be built was the West End wing, and into it, over time, there were 328 cells, 4 stories high. No plumbing. They had a honey bucket, lidless, emptied once every 24 hours, and no heat. In 1870, night keeper John Purvis began his journal, and he wrote he would enter in the dead of winter and hear 328 jaws of chattering teeth. Some of the wardens were a little more lenient, others were not. The interaction between this prison and the town of Jackson included a baseball team in Jackson called the Clippers and the MSPs here. The gates would be open on the weekends, and the townspeople would stroll in with picnic baskets and such to watch the Clippers play against the MSPs. They had a prison band that was released on Thanksgiving and marched down what was then called Main Street and is now West Michigan Avenue, and they provided the music for the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Registration is open for the 2026 Dahlem Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. There are 9 one-week theme sessions of summer camp, held during June, July, and August. Includes hikes, exploration, games, education, crafts, and hands-on play. Summer fun and outdoor exploration for ages 3 through 12 years. Apply today at dahlemcenter.org.
The Jackson YMCA is kicking off its annual campaign with a goal of $125,000 to help ensure everyone in our community has access to the Y. Each year, thanks to this campaign and grant support, we provide up to $200,000 in financial assistance to children, families, and seniors. And this year, the need is even greater. At the Y, everyone contributes what they can, and assistance is awarded through a simple sliding scale, so everyone truly belongs. You can help by giving, sharing our message, or encouraging others to get involved. Together, we're building a stronger community because at the Y, we all grow stronger together.
For over 80 years, Raymond has been a partner in growth, helping individuals, governments, and businesses optimize their path to success.
From tax, audit, and wealth management to technology and HR solutions, our specialized teams offer deep expertise tailored to your industry and your goals. We provide the forward-thinking solutions you need to navigate today and lead tomorrow.
Our commitment goes beyond the bottom line. We empower people and organizations so we can all strengthen the communities we call home.
That's why we proudly support local champions and invest our time in keeping our community growing.
Raymond, empower your purpose.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
The feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's.
We love our guests.
Love.
Love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
from Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Keep the magic alive at the Michigan Theater of Jackson. Your donations help preserve our historic venue and bring world-class entertainment to our community. Visit michigantheater.org to make a difference today.
Craving something sweet? At the ABC Bakery, our donuts are made fresh every day. Swing by and treat yourself at 1931 Horton Road. Don't miss out on the freshest donuts in town.
Oak and Iron, located in downtown Jackson, offers casual dining for all. It's more than a restaurant. It's a tribute to the hardworking men and women who built this city from the ground up. It stands as a gathering place where past and present meet, where the legacy of bold ideas and strong hands lives on in every meal with an amazing menu for everyone to enjoy, including fabulous desserts. And that's not all. Oak and Iron offers a Sunday a la carte brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the third floor is the ever-popular Honky Tonk. Go to honkytonkjackson.com to check out upcoming events. Oak and Iron, globally inspired, locally crafted.
Hi, it's Nicole. And Monica. We are the Mortgage Chicks with M3 Mortgage. With over 50 years of local lending experience, we're your local lenders for life.
We specialize in finding the best mortgage loan program to fit your needs. Reach out to us today at 517-937-4588.
At College Chevrolet in Albion, we're proud to serve our community with more than just great vehicles. Every Friday, we honor our heroes with free oil changes for veterans. We're the home of the Forever Warranty, giving you peace of mind long after the sale. From sales to service, our team is committed to complete customer satisfaction. Come see why so many trust us and experience the God-free difference, only at College Chevrolet in Albion.
Gilbert Chocolates has been a Jackson tradition for over 120 years. We've built a reputation for quality gourmet chocolate that you can taste in every bite. Handcrafted and made fresh right here in Jackson. Enjoy a variety of fudge, chocolates, truffles, and more. Create your own gold box or gift basket. Visit us at Jackson Crossing and our factory location in downtown Jackson. Gilbert Chocolates. We are the sweet soul of Jackson.
The industries built the town of Jackson.
Originally, they worked in all kinds of industries that were owned by private factory owners. They built farm implements, they built wagons. One of Jackson's biggest and most important industrial citizens ever was Spartan Industries. Well, Spartan, if you go back to their earliest roots, started off as a company that built farm implements with prison labor inside the walls of the prison, I believe. The Jackson wagon was apparently a very famous horse-drawn wagon that was sold across the country, made by a factory in Jackson that used inmates. The prison operated a brick and tile plant in Onondaga and a cement plant in Chelsea. They had inmates that lived in housing units of some sort in Chelsea and in Onondaga. They would have annual reports and they would say full employment. They had full employment for the inmates that were able to work. It was actually in the early days considered almost a Christian charitable thing to give these inmates work. Now, the men themselves, they were getting no money. All the money went to the state. And back in the 1860s, the factory owners that were buying this labor, they figured out, big surprise, that if you paid these guys a little money under the table, productivity got better. It encouraged a sense of what you might call company loyalty. You know, if you paid them a little money under the table. Well, word of this got out to the Board of Control for the prison, and they said, no, these inmates are not supposed to be earning any money. Stop these payments. They were stopped, and within a very short period of time, several of the factory buildings were burned to the ground by the inmates. So clearly, they thought that they deserved to get something. The issues that really led to the demise of this early system, there were some people, probably considered bleeding hearts at the time, that said this is like slavery. They did not approve of it on moral grounds of making people work for no money. The people in that era, the memories of the Civil War were still fresh. Thousands of people in Michigan were killed in the Civil War, died in the Civil War, died fighting to abolish slavery. And if morally this seemed like slavery, it wasn't a small issue. But by far the biggest issue was the reality that the industries that hired inmates for cheap prices were competing against other companies where law-abiding citizens hoped to work, basically competing with free workers and free companies in what was considered unfair competition. The bricklayers in the state of Michigan boycotted. They refused to use prison-made bricks. That's how controversial this issue got. And then they had to close the plant in Onondaga because nobody would use their bricks anymore. All of that ended with the passage of a federal act called the Howes-Cooper Act. They passed a law that said any state can ban the import of prison-made goods from any other state, and almost immediately the market for selling these prison-made goods just collapsed, and from that point on they could sell the goods for state government or government agencies and now nonprofit agencies, but the profit potential there is very limited. Prison industries has not completely disappeared, by no means. There are in Jackson at the Cotton Correctional Facility a mattress factory and a print shop that are operated by Michigan State Industries. So there are still two industries that operate in Jackson prisons.
Well, this prison, the old prison, was condemned. At least the east wing was condemned in 1914.
It was such a bad facility that they realized they had to change, and so there was a decision to build a new prison out on one of the farms. And the plan was a very good one, and it was for about 2,500 maximum number of prisoners. And then mysteriously it got changed and almost doubled in size. That was done by Governor Groesbeck. Decided that he had to have a lot more cells because he was going to have to decrease the number of paroles that he granted because of the coming election. It was going to be a problem. And he lost the election, by the way, and he doubled it. And without going to the legislature, that's how it got built into such a huge facility. 5,280 individual cells. And one of the things that Bill Bannon, who was the warden when I came as counselor, tell us in our guard school was that he could put you in a separate cell every night. It'd be 13 or 14 years before you'd have to go in the same one twice.
Join your friends and make new ones at Ella Sharp Museum's Art, Beer, and Wine Festival, presented by County National Bank. This favorite community tradition showcases many of Michigan's finest wineries, breweries, cider mills, and artists. Guests of the festival will also enjoy a tasty lineup of food and live music throughout the grounds and in our historic Hillside Farm Lane courtyard. Come join us for a perfect summer day. Tickets start at just $25 and can be purchased at ellasharpmuseum.org.
At J. Alexander's, you'll find everything for your lawn and landscape. Whether it's plants, mulch, stones, or shrubs, we have everything to make your home beautiful. Stop in today and let us craft your landscape. J. Alexander's, creating beauty one detail at a time. The Blue Julep, located in downtown Jackson, is everybody's favorite place to go for handcrafted from scratch desserts for every occasion, such as specialty cakes, custom cookies, and unique dessert buffets. But did you know they offer daily treats as well? Like a large variety of cupcakes, cookies, and more. No pre-orders necessary. Simply walk in, pick out what you want, and leave happy. And be sure to check us out on DoorDash. The Blue Julep, a specialty dessert company with everyday great treats waiting for you.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS Photo Galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
At Da Vinci, I am free to be myself. I don't have to follow the same path as anyone else through the maze of school. I have gotten to try new things and explore my interests like robotics and basketball. I love the small class sizes so my teachers can help me when I'm stuck, but my favorite part is they help me find my path to graduation. I'm confident navigating hard classes because of my personalized plan. Being a Da Vinci student is awesome. Learn more about Da Vinci's student-centered education at davincinow.org.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
The feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's.
We love our guests.
love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
If you know your prison history, it wasn't until 1934 that they actually finished moving into the new prison, State Prison of Southern Michigan. So there was 20 years of transition there, and I think they're a fascinating time because so much history came along at that time. When Prohibition happened, all the legal liquor in North America was being brewed right across the Detroit River. That rose the Purple Gang and the gangster era. And many of those gangsters ended up in prison right here in this old prison. By 1935, most of them were in prison, and they became part of the prisoner elite out there. And they were actually running that prison, or pretty much had free reign out there. They said it wasn't unusual to find Purple Gang members doing life in prison out there at a Detroit Tigers baseball game, where they would stop at their bar on the way back where they had all their liquor. They supplied liquor to the wardens and the people that were in charge of this prison just so they could have those privileges. Harry Hulbert started in the 19-teens. His brother-in-law ran the company store here in the prison. That's where if you wanted to buy liquor or drugs or women, you could go to the company store and arrange it. The corruption that was during that era just ran rampant. Harry Jackson took over and the corruption didn't get a whole lot better.
It was a corruption that occurs when you allow people with power to run things without too much control, and so Deputy Pettit could call the shots, and if you want something you have to pay for it. You had immunity. When you deal with that sort of thing, is a combination of corruption is immunity and payoff.
It's a fascinating time, and I think from the time we went from the 1800s where there's horse and buggy to the time when you've got trains and cars and electricity and flush toilets and all those different things. It's kind of like growing pains inside the prison. And it really all culminated in 1952 when they had one of the biggest riots in American history to that time.
Well, it was a combination of administrative error on our part and some really bad characters in 15 block. On a Sunday afternoon when they lost control of it, they had a rookie officer working in 15 block, which was not good. he agreed to take some property from one of these characters and head to another cell. Well, as soon as he opened the door, well, the guy had a knife concealed in there and took him hostage. And that got key, and then they got, and it went from there. 15 block is like a fortress. If they had control of the entrance doors and so on, once they had the hostages, the only way they could do it was to blow a hole in the side of it.
Those guys rioted for 3 or 4 days out there and did an awful lot of damage.
The majority of prisoners were not involved in the riot. They held hostages in 15 block, of course, and we had a disturbance generally. And there were situations where the prisoners helped. They blocked rioters from destroying the vocational school stuff, and they cordoned off and blocked people from going to tear up the hospital. Another misunderstanding at that time was the role of Fox, who was the negotiator. In negotiating with hostage takers, you got to give them something. What he had to give them was ice cream and steak dinner, and that he would praise their role in letting officers go free. And he did that, and everybody was outraged about it. Anybody who deals with hostage negotiation today recognizes what he did was okay. But everybody condemned him, and even the union wanted him fired.
Well, after the riot of 1952, that was before I started in the system, that began to bring on a number of changes. More emphasis on academic vocational training, more emphasis on therapeutic intervention for mentally ill prisoners. You have to be cognizant of prisoner needs on a daily basis. Food service, that's a big item in prisons among prisoners. How well are we being fed? You have to be cognizant of the services you provide in terms of health care and mental care. You have to always be in tune with the custody-inmate relationship. Because after all, it's the officers working in these cell blocks who have day-to-day contact 24/7. And if they possess the necessary skills and experience to deal with all kinds of problems, the prison runs fairly well. And there were sometimes I'd just go inside, for example, and talk to a couple of prisoners. Prisoners like to feel that at least the warden sees us from time to time.
I went anywhere I wanted to in this prison as director. Some directors would not do that in other prison systems. And then when prisoners would come to me, I would listen to them, not because I was going to be sympathetic necessarily, I just wanted to hear what their story was. And if it sounded legitimate, I would tell them somebody would be in contact.
I'll use the term the prisoners used to use a lot when I talked to them. Being treated fairly, showing some real concern for their day-to-day activities, food, shelter, clothing, medical, dental care as examples. If they had that feeling, that staff in general, and the warden in particular, was concerned about those things, it made managing the place